Hello, everybody. Welcome to Critical Beauty. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I hope everybody's doing well. Today, I have an amazing guest. Her name is Luissa Burton. She is competing in Miss Universe Great Britain 2025, and I can't wait to talk to her. She's an amazing young woman, a pageant veteran, and I'm just waiting for her to enter the chat room. If you have any questions for Luisa, please feel free to write down your questions or comments in the chat box, and I'll be more than happy to read them back to her. So let's see if she has entered the room. Come on. Hi,
Hi, Rafa. How are you?
how are you, Luisa?
I'm so well, thank you.
I love your dress.
I wore it especially for this.
Did you make it?
I wish I could make it.
No, you look lovely. Your face is just glowing. It's just so radiant.
Thank you so much.
Yes, and the color pink is I would think that's your favorite color.
It's one of my favorite colors. My other favorite color is behind you. It's the orange.
Oh, of course, this beautiful dress right there.
Hmm.
Yes, I love it. I said to myself, you know what? I have to display this photo on the banner because that dress is amazing. The top, I think, is it like a peacock design or something?
Yes, and peacock is actually one of my spirit animals.
Really? Why?
Well, they're royal.
Hello, of course. Of course. Well, should you win Miss Universe Great Britain, I would think you would probably incorporate peacock in your costume.
Oh, potentially. You're giving me ideas here.
Yes, exactly. So, well, I'm so happy to finally meet you. And I know you from your past pageant experience, but this is something else. You're actually vying for something greater and bigger, the universe. Woohoo! So, are you excited about Miss Universe Great Britain?
Oh, I'm beyond excited. And, this is more than just excitement. This is an honor and a privilege because I get to use my voice, my platform, my visibility to really uplift, inspire, and empower women, which is what Miss Universe is all about, women empowerment.
Right, right, exactly. Well, I think, let me see, is this your third pageant? Fourth, third or fourth?
I've done a few pageants. I've done a few minor ones.
Right,
So I've been doing pageants since the age of 19. But as you know, I did Miss Earth England in 2016.
right, right. We know that, and you did very well. You made the top 16, I think.
Yes, the first time ever for England.
That's right. Now, who was your roommate in Miss Earth?
My roommate was Lebanon.
Lebanon. Okay, because I know I'm good friends with the former national director of Miss Denmark,
Okay.
Klaudia Parsberg.
Yeah, she was my roommate some of the times.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
they kept switching them around.
So are you guys still in touch with each other?
Yeah, we're still Facebook and Instagram friends, and if she ever visits London, she's welcome to come visit me. I'm more than happy to see her. I love Claudia.
And I think she got married, I believe.
So we were karaoke partners.
Oh,
We were
you were.
always singing together in the Philippines.
No, did you sing in Filipino as well?
Oh, mahal kita.
Well, there you go. So you were there for like what, almost a month.
Yes, a month, and I also went there beforehand because my dress was from Leo, our model.
The model,
So
yep.
I went there beforehand,
Shout
just
out to Leo, amazing
shout out.
designer, one
Yeah,
of the best.
incredible. My mint green dress. And yeah, and I really connected with the people of the Philippines. I love the culture. It's such an amazing fan base as well for pageantry. I really love the Filipino people.
Now, did you get sick? Be honest. The
I
food.
didn't, no. I loved the food personally. I didn't try the bullet, but it may be one day.
I'll never, well, I'm vegan, so I probably would never touch that. You know,
Yeah,
it's just pretty gross. So I'm glad.
yeah,
So
not for me.
so you're a pageant veteran. I'm curious, how did you get interested in pageants to begin? I'm sure this is a question that has been asked to you so many times, but to viewers out there who probably don't know much about you, tell us a little bit about yourself. How did you come about being a pageant girl? Where did you come from? Your background, your family, all that wonderful things.
Mm. Well, I started off actually in the modeling industry. I was scouted at the age of 14 at a clothes show in Birmingham in England. And I was scouted by a very big agency, and I went along and they said no, which is my very first no of my career. And as many girls know in this industry, you get more no's than you do yeses before you get the breakthrough. So I went on a whole journey of going to different agencies, and then I got signed. And then I got asked to do Miss Worcestershire, which is where I'm originally from. So I don't know if you know what Worcestershire sauce is.
Of course.
Yes, it's famous.
Yes. It's one of those like really words that's very difficult to pronounce. I mean, in America, we call it Worcestershire sauce or
You
something.
got it.
And there's a city in the state of Massachusetts where I live. It's called Worcester. Same
Yeah,
spelling, but it's pronounced Worcester.
exactly. So I'm from Worcester, the city, and then Worcestershire is the county.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, so I did Miss Worcestershire and I won. It was my first ever pageant. And as we all know, pageantry is something that draws you in. Once you've done it once, you just absolutely love all the people that you meet, the gowns that you get to wear. I get to wear sparkly things like this. And not only that, but you get to change people's lives and fundraise. And it just really spoke to me. So then I went on a journey of competing in various different pageants. And now this is culminating in me competing for Miss Universe Great Britain, which really speaks to me because I'm very interested in women empowerment, humanitarian work, and fundraising. I've done a lot of fundraising this time for A Sisterhood, which is the charity for Miss Universe Great Britain. And I currently live in London. I'm 35 years old, so I'm now eligible to compete for
You
Miss
don't
Universe.
even look like 35. I swear to God, she's 35. You look like in your like 23 or 24.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
Yeah.
That's really kind.
No, so you must really take good care of yourself.
I'm
Yes.
I'm a holistic health coach.
There you go. That
So
explains
I'm
it.
all about reverse aging and slowing down
Woohoo!
the aging process. And that's through learning good health. And I actually had to learn these things because I had a skin condition, two skin conditions, eczema and psoriasis, which covered my entire face and body. I've been called a leper. I've been called a lizard. I've been called all manner of horrible names. And I was told I could never be successful in the modeling or pageant industry because of these skin conditions. So I went on a whole journey of healing myself with holistic health, herbs, alkaline diets, gut health restoration. And I've completely cleared my skin. Sometimes I do get the odd flare up if there's a bit of stress, but then I know how to manage it and bring it back. And I feel that this is a platform that is standing me in good stead to not only empower myself, but to help empower other women who may feel that they've never felt good enough.
Right. Yeah. I think your platform is noble. I think it's very significant because you're right. There are a lot of women, not only women, but also, men, teenagers who face the same skin issues as you do. And when they see somebody who is brave enough to discuss this on an international platform, they feel inspired. They feel that, okay, well, I'm not alone. There's this beautiful young woman from Britain, Luissa, who is actually a spokesperson, for this condition. You know what? If she can beat it, I can do it too. I can beat it myself. So yeah, I think it's amazing. So congratulations, bravo for
Thank
for
you.
picking this platform. Now, you I'm sure as a beauty queen, you've met many people from all over the world. Many of them have become good friends. Not just your good friends, but also, you have a wonderful, supportive family who know you. Now, if you were to ask them, how would they describe you in 3 words? It's gonna be, I know it's going to be very difficult, right? So there more than 3 words to describe Louisa.
In 3 words. Okay, so I would like to think that they would describe me as kind. driven, and empathetic.
Kind, driven, and empathetic. Any beauty queen should have those qualities. And I think Miss Universe Great Britain people, if you're watching this interview, please consider Luissa. She has those three amazing qualities that every beauty queen should have, especially kindness. Because, being in the pageant industry or any industry whatsoever, there's a lack of empathy, sympathy, compassion, and kindness. You know, there's it's so easy to be kind, but yet it's very difficult for a lot of people to even manifest one simple act of kindness.
Mm, it's
And I'm
true.
sure you've been bullied many, many times.
Yeah. Yeah. At school, I was bullied a lot for my skin conditions and
Mhm.
just various different things. 'Cause children can be so cruel sometimes, can't they?
Yeah, but see, children are fine because sometimes they don't know what they're talking about. But when you're talking about like adults who are actually like bullying you, I mean, how do you even handle that kind of situation? Like even on social media.
Yeah, so I have had comments on social media that have been not very kind, and I just say in that circumstance, just block. Just block them, you
You
know.
just love the block feature.
Yeah, use the block feature. And in other circumstances in real life, it's something that I've had to not allow it to make me become bitter, but allow it to make me become better.
I like that. I like that. Yeah. Sometimes you wonder, well, you know what? I think being bullied in a way is a blessing in disguise because if nobody bullies you, then you're just gonna forever like wallow in self-pity. In a way, having somebody to bully you in a way pushes you to go further, pushes you to
Mm.
discover your potential, your best.
It's you're forged in the fire.
Hmm. Exactly, exactly. Um, I'm sure you're a very fun girl, Luisa. What do you like to do for fun?
Oh, so there's so many things I love to do for fun. Back in the day, I used to be a bit of a daredevil. So I used to skydive, bungee jump, go on roller coasters, but I'm not so Lara Croft anymore. I'm a bit more Lara Soft and Lara Soft. And I prefer to do more things like hike in nature or dance. I really enjoy these things.
So you prefer to engage in activities that have less impact on your feet, on your knees, your body.
Exactly. I have to wear heels enough, you know?
Well, save all your energy for those heels on stage.
Exactly.
Um, Here's a good question. If you could eat only one food for the rest of your life, I'm assuming it's not balut, okay?
No. Not
What would it be and why that you cannot live without this food?
okay, so I'd have to choose avocados. One, because they make your hair and your skin and your nails super radiant, but they're so versatile as well because you can have them from dessert to breakfast.
You know what? Have you tried making avocado mousse?
I have with chocolate, dark chocolate cacao.
It's to die for.
Mm,
All you need are like the ripest avocado, preferably organic, no chemicals or anything like that. And then the best chocolate powder. And
mm,
you just mix them together and whip it. You put it in the fridge for like a couple of hours, and then voila, there's your dessert.
exactly.
Yeah,
It's
you
so
can put little berries, on top. It's one of my favorite. It's so easy. Two ingredients, people. You can make it, okay? It's like, all right. Okay, avocado for everybody. All right, here's one. What is one thing that we would not know just by looking at you?
okay. So this one surprises people, and that is that I'm an introvert.
Introvert.
Yes, so I'm very outgoing. I've been on stage, as you know, in front of thousands of people. I've been on television, I've done music videos, walked down the catwalk, but I love to have one-to-one meaningful conversations, and the way that I recharge is to actually be on my own and recharge my battery that way.
Okay, I like that. I really do. So looks can be very deceiving.
They can.
They can because people, when people look at your social media, okay, like, oh, all right, like, whatever. Which brings me to this question. If a potential employer looked into your social media, Luisa, what would they find out about you?
I would love that they would find creativity, authenticity, again, kindness, and purpose, because I'm very purpose driven. So everything that I do, I'm a woman on a mission and I'm led by my heart. I'm a social conscious leader. And I would like to think that they saw me as someone that was very humanitarian and did that kind of work because not for a crown, but it's something that I've done throughout my whole life and I've proved that throughout my history.
Okay, I like that. I really do. But a lot of companies these days actually require applicants to show their social media account.
Mm.
I think it's almost impossible for any potential employer not to require applicants, to show their social media because everything about your social media is right there out in the open. Of
Exactly.
course, some employers could probably assume about you, but then again, if you put out your best images and best videos out there, I'm sure they will be more than happy to maybe interview you and offer you the job right away. So people out there, be very cautious of what to put up there on your social media,
Because
okay?
it leaves a footprint as well, a digital footprint.
Exactly. And no matter how hard you try to erase it, delete, it's not going to happen. It's funny because when I look at my past um internet like uh information, they no longer exist from my old pageant website. But when you go to way back when machine or the way back machine, whatever, you can retrieve some of this information still.
Okay.
And then
Wow.
it makes you want, oh my God, I don't remember writing that comment. I don't remember hating this pageant girl. I don't remember loving that pageant girl. All these comments and criticisms, but they're still up there,
Mm.
for people to read. Wow. So yeah, people be very cautious about you. Who's that? I think it was Pia Wurtzbach, Miss Universe 2015, who said, think before you click.
Exactly.
So that's a
Very
good
good
motto.
advice, people.
Yep, think before you click, people. Okay, here's a good one. Now, describe a problem that you used to have that you solved by using technology.
Mm. So technology is a tool that can be used in a number of ways for good. And I've really been able to open up my network through using things like social media, online, and having that visibility because I have built up a network on social media. And that has overcome the problem of me being able to access people who I can then help. And with the fundraising that I'm doing for Miss Universe Great Britain, I've raised over £5,000 so far. And I would not have been able to do that so much had I've done events, but also if I didn't have things like GoFundMe, which is an incredible platform that you can
Yes.
use in
Hmm.
order to fundraise. So technology is incredible when it's used in the right way.
Correct. Correct. I totally agree. I did check your GoFundMe page, and I think you almost reached your goal.
No, so on online, that's what it is, but I've also raised money offline, so I actually exceeded my goal.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. And the money goes to your favorite charities that would reach out, help out women in particular, young
Yeah,
women.
so it goes to A Sisterhood, which is the Miss Universe Great Britain platform, and the causes are for women who are being sex trafficked, rape crisis, homelessness, abuse, stopping acid attacks in India. So many different amazing causes that are all for women empowerment worldwide.
Yeah, which all those causes, by the way, are very, very important.
Mm.
And I've heard a lot of horror stories about acid attacks. It's just so sad to see all these women who are being attacked just for their gender. And I
Yeah.
think, when you talk about gender-based violence, it's everywhere. Which makes you wonder, okay, I think I think it's time to teach. Well, for the most part, the perpetrators are men. I think it's time for all of us to teach young boys how to respect girls, how to respect women. Apparently, it's something that's lacking in many, many cultures around the world.
Mm.
And once we teach boys how to respect women and girls, then eventually this whole idea of gender-based violence will diminish. It
Hmm.
probably will never go away, but at least it will help diminish the problem. All right. So if you're a parent watching the show, okay, if you have a young boy, you better teach him how to respect girls and women, okay? That's all I can say. All right.
Little respect, just a little bit.
RESPECT. Yeah. Yes, respect and kindness, of course. Now, here's a good one. Do you think it's a good idea for beauty queens to endorse political candidates?
Personally, I would not endorse a political candidate, and that's my own personal preference because I believe that it can create division. But I also believe in freedom of speech. And if that beauty queen felt that it aligned with her personal advocacy and platform that she truly believed in, then she has to go with her authentic truth.
Okay, I like that. Yeah, in a way I agree because if you're endorsing, I mean, it's okay, I guess, to endorse a political candidate after your reign,
Mm.
but during your reign, I think it could be problematic
That's
because
why I personally wouldn't.
yeah, because they could create a division. Now, if somebody asks you in private, maybe it's okay, but in public, maybe it's not. It's not a
Yeah,
good idea. Yeah, you don't want to get bullied again
no.
by the left or the right or the center or the extremists or whatever. So again, be very cautious, okay? What you say, what you say. Now, what is your position on cosmetic surgery? Do you think the girls who have undergone plastic surgery have a bigger advantage over the girls who have not had surgery, like in winning a pageant?
Again, it's a personal choice, and if it's going to make someone feel better and more confident within themselves, then I feel that that's something that they can do. But we also just need to be mindful that there are things around mental health and that young girls are looking up to you and that we need to be cautious with, for instance, should we start including on edited photos, this image is edited? You know, these are the conversations we need to start having.
Totally agree. Again, it boils down to self-esteem.
Yes.
It boils down to self-esteem. Okay, I like that because yeah, I mean, it's your body. You can do whatever you want with your body, right? Have you had any work done?
I've actually had reverse cosmetic surgery. So I have had cosmetic surgery and I've had it reversed.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
And you feel much better?
Yeah, because I believe in empowering myself and that it wasn't necessary.
Okay, all right, good. I like that. Here's a question that was actually asked during a Miss Earth contest. So I don't know if it was asked to you. Luisa, how would you explain beauty to a blind person?
So I would ask them to feel into their hearts and to embody the feeling of love, because the most beautiful feeling is the feeling of love, loving someone and being loved. And that is how I would explain it to a blind person.
Okay, so it's all about sensation and feeling
And
rather than
embodying that. And you can also hear it in someone's voice, you know, warmth, energy in how someone speaks. You know, you can use other senses aside from your eyes to
Mhm.
really understand what is beauty. The chirping of the birds is beautiful.
Agree. Totally. Totally. Maybe barking of the dog, just not so. It depends.
I
Situation.
do love my dog, so even if he barks, I still love him.
Well, I have a dog too. I love the way she barks,
Uh,
but she barks at anybody that moves on the street.
our
But I
dogs
can't.
have to meet.
Yeah, I can't control her, but she loves. She craves for my kisses and my affection all the time. She will like jump on my lap and no, kiss me, kiss me, kiss me. All right, sure, whatever. I kiss you.
Oh,
I love her. Can't live without dogs.
no.
Um, Here's a good one. We all have pet peeves. Luisa, what is your biggest pet peeve? A thing that really annoys you the most.
When someone interrupts someone when they're speaking, because the most important thing is that we listen to others, and that just shows that we have dignity and respect for the other person.
Okay. Yes, I totally agree. That would really annoy the hell out of me too. Because people hardly listen.
It's
You know,
true.
especially okay, a funny thing actually the other day, I was like watching Netflix and I was scrolling my iPhone at the same time, like two things together, okay? And then my partner Dan tells me, Rafa, have you heard about this? And I was like pretending I was listening to him. Like I was like nodding my head, nodding my head, looking at him, but I wasn't listening to him. And then later, did you understand what I said? What did you say? So that really annoyed the hell out of him. So yeah, that would be really, really annoying if nobody if you don't listen, okay? So people out there, listen. And also to beauty queens, during the during the question and answer segment, they don't listen to the question carefully.
Mm,
You know,
it's
in
true.
goes one ear and out the other, and they come out answering like giving a weird, totally strange answer. You know, so people listen.
It's important.
Here's one. Who are three celebrities that you admire?
Okay, so one of them I've actually met, and that's the Dalai Lama.
Ooh.
I was invited for a private audience with him, and he's just so funny. And he just had a lot of wisdom to share. The other one is David Attenborough. So he's a famous British naturalist
Yes.
who
Yep.
goes around the world. Just for anyone who's watching and doesn't know who David Attenborough is.
I love his voice.
Yeah, soothing,
Yeah.
very, very
Yeah.
soothing. And then the third one would be this lady in England called Joanna Lumley, who does
Yes, of course. Absolutely fabulous, baby.
absolutely fabulous,
That's it.
darling,
That's it, darling. Potsy.
darling. And she's just so regal and elegant and sophisticated.
Yes.
She's incredible.
She hasn't even changed. She's like what? She's almost 80 years old, I think. But her look, she still looks the same. She hasn't changed.
Incredible human being. And she does so much work for humanity as well.
I've seen I think she went I think was it Egypt? She made a documentary about her trip to Egypt, which I really really enjoyed. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a great storyteller. Besides
Yeah.
being a great comedian actress, a wonderful storyteller too. Yeah. I actually miss Absolutely Fabulous, one of my favorites. You know, I wish they'd revive that show.
In England, we call it ab fab.
Exactly, AbFab
Yeah, ab fab.
with Safi, the daughter, and I think the mother, I think she passed away, but the father, he's still alive. But I remember Safi, and I think she has a younger brother named Serge, although we never see his face. We never saw Serge's face. It's like a mystery. But it's a great show. British comedies are hilarious. They're like the best. I love them.
Oh, you
I love
love it.
British
Good.
comedies. Yeah, I love British comedies. All right, so here's a good one. Luisa, what advice would you give your 13-year-old self?
Oh,
Going back in the past.
my 13-year-old self. First of all, I want to give her a hug. And second of all, I want to tell her just to admire and just to admire her flaws, her quirks, her vulnerabilities, and to not allow people to not allow the opinions of other people to get to her and to just really know that she can overcome them. Because if she was looking at myself now as a 35-year-old woman and all the things she's had to overcome, she would look to the future and be like, they can be overcame.
Mhm. And the 13-year-old girl is old enough to be your daughter. 35.
Let me do the maths.
So you do the math. They're 35 minus 13. No, and that's cute. Here's a good one. Name three things that you would never do, even if they paid you a lot of money.
So I would never compromise on my values. Um, I would never allow injustice to be spoken about, and I would never not be myself.
Good one. So again, just being true to yourself, being authentic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's one of my number one key things is being authentic.
So let's say you were given a lucrative modeling contract,
Mhm.
like millions of dollars, but this contract would require you to do some frontal nudity. Would you do it?
No.
Never?
No, no, I wouldn't. I've actually had situations like that. Um,
Okay.
and I've said I've turned things down that didn't align with my core values.
Okay, good. Good for you. Good for you. You know what? If they offered me $1 million, I'd take it. But could you please like digitalize that part? I don't know, like blur it a little bit, please. Just kidding. All right, here's a fun question. Luisa, what would you do if you were invisible for a day?
I mean, there's so many things that I could possibly think of, but if I was to do something that was going to be useful for me, is I would love to be a fly on the wall of a world-leading conversation with different world leaders so that I could understand where they're coming from, what their ethics are, what they're trying to achieve, and then how can I apply these to be a feminine leader in my role, and what changes would I make in order to be able to move forward with the things that I wanted to do.
So, in other words, you want to be a spy.
Why
So
not?
you would know. So you would know.
Fly rhymes with spy.
You want to be a fly on the wall, let's say, in the room in Tehran where all these mullahs have gathered discussing their next attack on Israel. So you want to know their secrets. So you can sell the information to the Israelis. Oh, I love that. Ooh. Yeah, being invisible, being spy. Amazing. Uh, here's a good one. If you could, okay, not mentioning the three pe celebrities that you had mentioned before. If you could meet one person, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
That's an easy one for me. And that's, first of all, she's a British icon, and that's Princess Diana.
We all
She's
love
so,
Princess. Yeah.
we all love Princess Diana. She's so elegant. She's just a beautiful soul inside and out. And I just would love to understand what it was like for her to be in the public eye and to want to get the motivation and drive to help so many people when she already had the world at her feet. You know, there's a lot of people in positions of power who aren't doing humanitarian work, who aren't doing charity work because they don't need to, or they feel
Mhm.
that they don't want to, but she did it anyway, and that's a true princess.
Would you ask her about Prince Charles or King Charles?
Would I ask her about me? Well, I feel that she wouldn't give me the answer because she's a princess and the princess never tells.
Oh, girl. That's true. That is true. That is true. Yeah, I kind of like miss Princess Diana because I still remember, when she had that horrible car crash in Paris. It was like unbelievable. And I think 5 days later, Mother Teresa died.
Yeah.
And I remember the two women had met, and there was this one iconic picture of Princess Diana, this very tall, elegant, blonde woman, uh, standing right next to this petite nun, an old nun. And I thought, wow, this is an amazing contrast. But two great women in one frame together, only 5 days apart, when they passed away. So
Yeah.
hopefully they're both in heaven right now. So yes, Princess Diana. Here's one. Luisa, when you're having a bad day, what do you do to make yourself feel better?
So I tell myself that the bad days will pass because nothing is permanent, but I love to go into nature because nature just makes me feel more grounded. I love to journal and to just put on my favorite music and have a dance and shake it out.
I love that. Wait a minute. So, what kind of music do you listen to?
It's very eclectic, anything from reggaeton to Afro beats to spiritual music.
Oh, reggaeton. Oh my God.
Yeah, reggaeton.
That's the best type of dance music when you're trying to perfect your swimsuit walk
Exactly. I've
because
actually
everything
been practicing to a bit of Bad Bunny.
okay, because everything is about the hips, right?
Exactly,
Yeah,
the hip movement.
the hip movement. Awesome. I love that. Now, here's one. Luisa, when you do grocery shopping, do you wear high heels?
Well, if I want to give the grocery section a runway, then why not? But usually I wear just my sneakers and a bun in my hair.
All right. So, have you ever like pushed a cart, pretend it was a runway, and you wave at people like a beauty queen wave? Because I've done it many times.
I actually do it on the treadmill.
Oh,
I do
yeah.
my catwalk in the gym on the treadmill. I pretend that I'm there and I'm rehearse my swimsuit walk on while I'm walking on the treadmill.
That's hilarious. I think everybody should try that. Like
Mm.
pretend as if they're beauty queen, pushing the shopping cart on the aisle, and then just wave at people, pretend at people. I don't care if people think you're crazy. You know what? It's a good practice. Okay, do it, do it. The entire world is a runway.
It is. Everything is a catwalk. I
Everything is a
totally agree.
catwalk.
I've said that my whole
Yeah,
life.
yeah. The airport could be a catwalk. Uh, maybe the Buckingham Palace.
I actually did have done a catwalk outside Buckingham
Oh,
Palace.
have you? Have you?
Yeah.
Um, oh, the aisle inside the Westminster Abbey. That's a beautiful aisle, by the way.
hmm
Perfect, perfect for Miss Universe Great Britain pageant, I think.
I think that's the next venue.
I hope so.
Yeah.
All right. What is something that you regret?
Something I regret. So I don't have many regrets. And the reason for that is because there's so much wisdom that you can gain through every less than perfect decision that you've ever made. And it's always either turned out to be a blessing or a lesson for me.
I like that. You seem like a very, very optimistic person.
I am very optimistic, but I've been through a lot that has caused me to see the beauty in the world and to understand that no matter what darkness you face, there's always light at the end of the tunnel.
So, in other words, what a lot of people usually consider a mistake to you is a lesson
Or a blessing
or a blessing.
in disguise.
Okay, I like that. Oh, okay. You know what? I'm gonna write that down, and
Oh,
I'm gonna make a big sign and put it on my wall.
I love that. You have to send me a photo when you've done it.
Yes, I will. I totally will. Yeah, I never thought about that. All right, because usually I tend to be like a mixture pessimist optimist, but I see myself as very uh not pragmatic but stoic.
Mm,
Like I think you would agree that there's a reason for everything. And the fact that you didn't win this pageant means that you're being redirected to another
yeah,
pageant, so forth and so on. So,
of
so
course.
yeah, which explains your journey to Miss Universe Great Britain. All right. Yeah. By the way, do you know other girls who are competing in Miss Universe Great Britain that are friends with you?
There's plenty of girls that I actually know previously from other times,
Okay.
because I've been in the industry for a while, and they're all lovely girls that I know of so far, and I'm yet to meet all my future friends too. So
Wonderful. How many girls are competing this year?
45.
45?
Yeah.
That's
So I'm
quite a
gonna have
lot.
45 new friends.
Wow, that's quite a lot. Wow. I can't wait. I hope they live stream it because I don't think last time they did. They did live stream it, I believe, last year.
Usually on Facebook or Instagram.
Okay, Facebook for sure. Yeah. All right. Can't wait to watch it. Um, Here's a good question. Luisa, what would you do if you were the opposite sex for 1 month?
I would sit down with women and I would discuss what are the micro challenges that they face in everyday lives and how we can then work to solve that to create greater equality between men and women.
Okay, I like that. So again, it's a learning experience.
hmm
I love that. And also maybe also yeah, like this is the chance for women to tell you as a man, you know what? You men need to learn how to respect us women better.
Mm,
I think again, going back to the issue of gender-based violence, I think it boils down to how we treat men, how we treat boys, while they're growing up. So, all right,
all right.
Luisa, how do you see yourself 5 years from now? A mother, maybe?
I see myself, well, that would be lovely as well. I see myself developing my personal brand that I've created and being a speaker on the global stage, having my own book. I already write for a magazine and coach, but just to grow those businesses and to continue to do the work that I can lead and impact and inspire the next generation of women.
What would the title of the book be?
Hashtag self peace. And I've already started writing it,
Oh, okay.
but I haven't finished. And the reason for that is beauty queens are stereotyped for wanting world peace, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with wanting world peace, but we have to have self-peace within ourselves first. And this journey that I've been on has been about coming to learn to love myself and have peace within myself. And the hashtag is because I do a lot of work online and it's relevant because I'm changing the meaning of the word influencer to impactor. How much real world impact can you have on the hearts, the minds, the lives of the communities around you?
Oh, I like that. Yeah, because when you think of influence, it does not necessarily mean it's always a positive influence.
No,
Whereas when you think of the word impact, usually it has a very positive, very powerful message behind it. I like that. As what is the hashtag of Miss Universe Great Britain? Do you know?
not in vain,
What is it?
not in vain.
Not in vain.
Yeah,
Oh, all right, I see it. I understand. So we're doing this pageant because we have a purpose.
yes.
So therefore, we're not doing it in vain, not in
Yeah.
vain. Okay, I get it. All right, good. I love that. I love that. Uh, Luisa, why should you be crowned Miss Universe Great Britain 2025?
So I should be crowned Miss Universe Great Britain 2025 because beauty is not about perfection. It is about overcoming your flaws, your vulnerabilities within yourself. And I want to lead, inspire, and impact a generation of younger women, not only women, but also men, because they look up to leaders as well. And I see myself as a leader, as female leader. And I feel that I could break a lot of glass ceilings within the industry by being a lady who is using a crown as a tool to help inspire others.
Bravo! And I want a free trip to Thailand. Wait, have you been to Thailand?
I have been to Thailand. I love Thailand.
How long
Yeah.
were you there? When was the first time you were there?
I went with my family when I was very, very young. And we traveled all around the different islands, but I would be very excited to go back as Miss Universe Great Britain if that was to be in my destiny.
So, are you learning Thai language or
Sawadee
well, that doesn't count. Like,
Kapunka.
there we go.
Kapunka.
There you go.
But there's more
Cool.
that I can learn for sure.
So you must like Thai food.
Well, I love spice.
You love spice? Okay.
Well, I'm from Worcestershire, which is a saucy town, so I'm a spicy lady and I love spice.
You're a spice girl.
I'm a
Woohoo!
spice girl. I'm from Britain. Exactly.
I love that. I love that. All right. Good question. Now, enough of the stupid questions, Louisa. Let's play some games and have fun. All right. You know the game, this or that. I give you two things. You tell me what you prefer. Simple. Louisa, coffee or tea?
Tea. I'm English.
Of course, that was a dumb question, Rafa. Of course, tea. But wait a minute, coffee is becoming very popular now, I think, in England, I believe.
It is, but I love my afternoon tea.
You love your afternoon tea? Do you put anything in your tea, like lemon, sugar,
I just like herbal teas.
herbal teas? What's your favorite?
Green tea.
Green tea? Yeah. Mine is matcha tea. Green
Mm,
tea, like with matcha, because they're so healthy, they're
super healthy.
organic, and they actually like purify your body, your system.
And it's anti-inflammatory.
That's right. That's right. And considering that, I'm on the verge of having arthritis, I could use more green tea.
You know your stuff. You're talking to a holistic health coach here. You know
That's right.
your
That's
stuff.
right. I totally forgot about that. Of course. Of course. Louisa, broccoli or spinach?
Oh, spinach, easily.
Like pop eye.
Yeah.
Makeup or no makeup?
Difficult one, but I'm going to say no makeup.
No makeup. Again, just putting yourself, your natural, authentic self out there. I love that. Lights on or lights off?
So I love to sleep, so lights off.
Lights off. Um, yeah, me too. Usually I get up like around 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, but by 5 o'clock, the sun is already set and I cannot sleep when there's too much light. So I wear these night masks to to obliterate the lightness and stuff. So it helps. So yeah, people, night masks for everyone. Cat, dog or cat?
Dog or cat, sorry.
Dog or cat?
Dog. I have a little baby dog called Yoda,
Oh, what breed?
a Pomchi.
They're so adorable.
Very
Now,
cute.
is it a he or she?
It's a he.
It's a he. Do you put him like in a carrier or in a bag?
I have to walk him to the park and then carry him back because he's so small and he gets tired.
Okay. But he can actually travel with you, right? On a plane, if
He
you want
could
to.
do. He could do.
Are you going to bring him to Thailand should you win?
Oh, and wear a little suit. Can we walk him down the red carpet? He would love that.
Oh, that would be adorable. Do you have
Mhm.
a picture of him?
I do. Not
I'll
on
take.
me though. I will
Okay.
find it for you and send it to you.
All
He
right.
has an Instagram account, a puppy named Yoda.
I'll check it out for sure. Because my dog also has an Instagram account.
Oh, they can be friends.
Yes, for sure. Follow each other, people. One piece swimsuit or bikini.
Bikini.
Hey, if you're going to Thailand, you need to hit the beaches, and almost everybody, almost every girl wears the bikini, okay, on the beach.
Less tan lines.
That's right, exactly. Money or love.
Love.
Have you found your true love?
I'm working on it.
All right. Work harder, baby. Game number two, your favorites. What is your favorite non-alcoholic drink?
My favorite non-alcoholic drink. It's an iced matcha.
Okay. All right.
So similar to you, just because it's super healthy, it tastes good, and I love everything Japanese.
All right. Good. What is your favorite color?
Well,
Orange.
aside from the orange,
Okay.
mint green.
Mint green. Ooh,
Mm,
okay. It's very relaxing, that color.
yes.
Very calm. It has a very calming effect. Yeah,
Mm.
like blue. I love green too. What is your favorite perfume?
So I'm currently wearing Montali Paris, which is like a rose musk.
Does it smell really good? Really
It
nice?
does. Unfortunately, you can't smell it through the
Yeah,
screen.
we need odorama, okay?
I
Technology,
know.
we need odorama.
We need AI to sort this out so I can
Yeah, exactly. I
smell
can smell it.
it.
Well, I'm sure it smells lovely.
Thank you.
What is your favorite flower?
A rose, again, a rose, because so they say that the rose is the highest frequency flower and it embodies love. And I just think they're so beautiful.
Wait, isn't rose the national flower of England, I believe?
Um, one of them.
One of them. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, yeah, when I hear the English rose, okay, well, that makes sense. One thing also I notice about English women in general, they have very nice complexion.
Oh.
Like very like rosy cheeks and
Mhm.
whatnot, like very, nice complexion in general. So you can tell, oh, she must be English because look at her complexion.
Well, that's lovely. Thank you.
Yeah, I love it. What is your favorite holiday? Like Christmas, New Year's, Valentine's Day?
New Year's Eve,
Why?
because it's about leaving the old and stepping into the new.
All right.
And it gives you a chance to reevaluate and review and look back on all the amazing things that have happened that year. And then it gives you a chance to get excited about all the amazing things that are going to happen.
So what do you usually do on New Year's Eve? Like, do you go to wild parties and
Oh,
all?
it's completely different every year. I don't really drink, so I don't do wild parties.
Well, except
Um,
matcha tea.
yeah, yeah. But I love to just celebrate with my friends and family. Yeah.
And then you do the countdown.
And always watch the fireworks. The
Yes.
London
Yeah.
fireworks.
Me too. Me too.
Tradition.
Yeah, me too. I usually, well, when I was much younger, I would like celebrate with friends, like outside when it's really, really cold. But now that I'm older, I prefer to watch it on TV. Like do the countdown from ta Times Square in New York City, like 10, 9, 8, and you have this big humongous like a ball dropping down, and then it explodes, welcoming the new year. Yeah, I kind of prefer watching it than actually being there. And of course, I have my glass of champagne to celebrate.
And also on the television, they sync it with the music, so it looks and sounds really impressive. It's very entertaining.
Yes, totally. All right, New Year's Eve. What is your favorite music?
Aside from the ones I've already shared, Afrobeats and reggaeton, um, I like something called binaural beats, which helps you
Okay.
to relax. And so I put this on every time I go to sleep, and it just puts you into a really nice uh, dream state.
All right, I love that. Now, do you watch Britain's Got Talent?
Sometimes
There's some amazing singers there. Like years ago, there was this older woman, Susan something. I forgot her last
Susan
name.
Boyle.
Susan Boyle, yeah. What
Mm.
happened to her? Is she still active?
I'm sure that they're
Yeah.
usually around doing lots of different things, but her voice was, it left goosebumps.
Amazing.
Oh,
What else? I love Adele. I can listen to Adele gazillion times. I love um what's his face? Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around.
brown and desert you.
Let you. Rick Astley. Oh my God.
Yes.
I love them. That song, I think that song is like currently in the top 10 on Spotify because when they saw all these Gen Zs, the younger generation, when they saw this clip of Rick Astley singing, from a concert like 2 years ago, it became so popular and it just spread like wildfire. Now it's popular again. So go for Rick Astley, never gonna give you up, baby.
It's a great song.
I love that song. And another singer that I like, I forget the name, it's British. Um, what's his face? I forget. But anyway, but there's so many amazing British talent. Oh, hello, Tom Jones. I can't. It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. My all-time favorites. And when he judged The Voice UK, amazing. His
Mm,
voice has not changed through all these years.
no.
And it's so hot and sexy when it was young. But he's so, oh my God, he's so hairy too. It drives me crazy. But yeah, Tom Jones is the man. Louisa, what is your favorite fruit?
Strawberries. They're just refreshing.
Strawberries. I love all kinds of berries. The darker the color of the fruit, the deeper the color, the healthier, the more nutrients there.
Lots of antioxidants.
Antioxidants, anti-aging. I always have blueberries every day for breakfast. Yeah.
Me too, with yogurt.
With yogurt, I add walnuts because walnuts also have antioxidants and also chia seeds.
Mm.
Yeah.
Sounds like the
And
perfect breakfast.
oh, I love it. Love, 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 love. Very healthy. All right. Game number 3. Louisa, would you rather have more time or more money?
More money because there's an uneven distribution of wealth on the planet. And if we were to put money into the hands of good people, we can change the world.
All right. Love that. I'd rather have more money, to be honest. I don't have time to make money, so I want money right now. Okay. Louisa, would you rather know all the world's languages or speak with animals?
So I already speak to my dog.
Okay.
I would love to know all of the world's languages because when I go to any kind of competition or pageant, I would be able to speak to all the girls in all of their languages, and that would be a beautiful thing.
That's true. But then again, if you download this Google Translate app on your iPhone, you don't even need to speak a language because the app will do it for you.
Oh, okay. We've moved on.
Would you rather lose the ability to read or lose the ability to speak?
Ooh, to read.
Okay.
To read
To
because
read.
yeah, because there's so many things that you can do with your voice. You need to be able to communicate effectively with those that you love. And if I couldn't tell my mum that I love her, that would be, one of the worst things. So to be able to speak for sure.
All right. Would you rather never get angry or never be envious?
I'd rather never be envious. And the reason for that is I think that anger is an emotion that we can learn from. Whereas I think that envy is something that can eat you up alive if you allow it to overtake you.
Yes, totally agree. So what was the last thing that you've envied?
I really don't get envious very often because I don't allow myself to compare myself with other people. And I just, again, it's the optimism in me. Um, so yeah, I don't find that I get envious that often.
Love that attitude. Good one. Would you rather be able to control fire or water? Coming from a Miss Earth England, former Miss Earth England?
Yes. So I am an Aries, which is a fire sign. So I'd love to be able to control fire.
True. Fire, fire for everybody. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you need fire to cook food, right? You need fire to heat during
But if I
cold
could
weather
control
day.
fire, I could also stop forest fires.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Either way, both elements could be equally destructive,
Exactly.
depending on the
So
circumstances. Yeah,
you've got to be, you've got to know your power and use it wisely.
that's right. That's right. Exactly. Would you rather be married to a 10 with a bad personality or a 6 with an amazing personality?
That's easy. A six with an amazing personality. Personality counts for so much. And I just think it's so important that you're able to connect with someone's personality because if someone has a rubbish personality, then how am I supposed to communicate and connect with that person and love them?
Do you remember your worst date?
My worst date. No, I tried to forget it.
Yeah, because it's not part of my optimistic personality anymore. But I'm sure you learned something from it, right?
Yes, there you go. The wisdom. No regret.
Exactly. So is there like a specific like uh physical type you're looking for in a partner?
Um,
Taller than you?
kindness, empathy, compassion, and support.
Well, that's nice, but I'm talking about physical characteristics, honey.
Ah! Handsome.
But would you date somebody shorter than you?
I've dated people the same height as me.
Okay. But without wearing high heels, flat shoes.
Yes, but then I've been in high heels and I have been tall. That actually doesn't bother me.
Okay. All right. All right, people, young men out there. Okay, she's available, right? Just kidding. All right, enough with these questions. Now, of course, the finals of Miss Universe Great Britain will take place. Is it next week? No, when is it?
July 24th to 26th, next month
And where exactly?
in Cardiff in Wales.
Oh, where? Oh, of course, just like last year, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Car
The
I've never,
director's from Wales.
I've never, you know what? I've never been to Cardiff. I've been to London, way back in November 2011 for Miss World. That was my first time in London. I love it. I visited every popular monument, tourist spot. I really felt like a tourist. And I also took the double-decker bus,
Oh, the tour bus.
the tour bus,
Yeah.
and beautiful. And I had selfies of me taken inside this red phone booth.
We
Which,
all have that.
yeah,
Yeah.
which still exists everywhere, but which is iconic. And also besides London, I went to Salisbury.
Okay, that's near the Stonehenge.
Yes, I didn't go to see Stonehenge, but Salisbury is beautiful. Like the cathedral, I went
Mm.
inside, it's beautiful, and the town itself has wonderful small cafes, boutiques. It's just very pretty. Everything about English towns and villages are so pretty. There's this German couple that I watch on YouTube, uh Karen and Jorg. They're a German couple. They've been living in Britain for like a couple of years. And their channel is all about promoting English, British towns and villages. They would go to one town to another, spend the time in a cottage, and just, promote the towns and villages. I thought it was really
I love
cute.
that.
Yeah.
And when you come back, I will take you to Worcester.
What is it?
Worcester, where I'm from. Worcestershire.
Worcester! There you go.
Worcestershire.
Worcester. I don't know if they've been to Worcester. How big is Worcester?
It's a city, but it's more like a town.
Okay.
It's a very friendly vibe. You'll walk down the street, people are saying hello and they want to talk to you, and it's that kind of atmosphere.
All right. So people are friendly in
Very
general.
friendly. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Good. 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 But one of these days, I might go to. I want to go to Scotland. I want to go to Wales, of course, and other Stonehenge. I've always wanted to go to Stonehenge. Yeah. But when I was in London, I had a wonderful time shopping at Harrods. Uh, oh, my favorite.
It's good. Harrods is a fun time.
I love Harrods. I love Harrods, and I bought some souvenirs and whatnot. Big store, very big store, but beautiful, especially in Christmas time.
Mm.
Beautiful,
And
gorgeous.
if you visit, you need to come to the Cotswolds, which is an area with all the old cottages and the limestone houses. It's really
Yes.
beautiful. It's near where Shakespeare was born.
Oh, okay. All right. I definitely will consider. Also, Liverpool, where the Beatles come from, right?
Yes, yeah.
A lot of beautiful, beautiful towns. All right. Now, as far as your preparation goes for the contest, from a scale of 1 to 10, how much confidence do you feel from a scale of 1 to 10?
I have been preparing a lot. So I've looked at my list, my checklist of things to do, and I've done 80% of it. So I'm going to say an 8 because I've done 80% of my checklist.
What's missing?
There's just touch-ups, clean-ups. Maybe I need a pair of earrings or a pair of shoes or just to perfect my Q&A, that kind of thing.
Now, can you give us some hint about your evening gown?
Ooh, that would be telling.
So, you're gonna surprise us?
It's going to be a total surprise.
All right. So, is it by Leo?
It's not by Leo. No.
Somebody else.
Yeah,
All right. All right. So you don't want to mention the color, so it's gonna be a full
it's
surprise.
going to be a full surprise.
All right. Now, I know, is there a costume segment? No, there's no costume, right?
No, there's an opening dress where we do a little dance. There's the swimwear, the evening gown, obviously the closed door interview and the Q&A on stage.
So you feel confident with the interview?
I really enjoy being interviewed.
You do? Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
I love it. I
Yeah.
love being interviewed. As the introvert that's very outgoing.
Now, okay, that's wonderful. Okay, so people who are watching this show, please mark down your calendar. Miss Universe Great Britain on July 27th, did you say?
So the final's the 26th.
The 26th, I'm sorry. July 26th. What time? Do you know what
It
start?
starts at 7 p.m. as far as
Se
I'm aware.
okay, 7 p.m.
British.
London time, which would be 2 p.m. in the afternoon here in Boston. So I can't wait to watch the show on Facebook. I'm sure it's going to be very, very exciting and thrilling. And I cannot wait to see you rock that stage, baby girl. I'm sure
Oh,
you will kill that stage for sure. Okay.
thank you. Thank you.
And wishing you the best of luck. And I'm sure you will be up there for sure. You will be up there.
Oh.
Now, before I let you go, is there like a message that you would like to convey to your followers, your fans, and for people watching the show?
Yes, so as a beauty queen, I love anything sparkly. And so just remember that diamonds are things that are formed under pressure. So whenever you feel that you're under pressure, just know that you're being formed into a nice, big, bright, sparkly diamond.
And on that note, I'm sending you all of the positive energy and the positive thoughts, virtual kisses and virtual hugs on your way. Again, if there was a way for technology to be able to deliver all these kisses and hugs, it'd be great. To the screen, perfect. So listen, good luck. And once this video is uploaded on my YouTube channel, I will tag you so you can share it with your family and friends. And I will also, Critical Beauty followers, please follow Luissa on her journey to Miss Universe Great Britain 2025 pageant. I will include your Instagram handle in the description box so people can follow you. Okay. So listen, have a wonderful day. Good luck. And you will probably win. Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows? And Thailand, here we come. Okay.
Thank you so much, Rafa. It's been an absolute pleasure to see you and chat with you here today. I've loved every second of it.
It's my pleasure. So we'll talk to each other soon. Okay.
Okay,
Love you.
see you. Bye-bye.
People. Bye, people.
Bye.